Hi everyone, my name is Miktad. I'm the founder and CEO of CareerDC. We are an internship coordination company. Today we're starting this series of career and coffee. And we are very fortunate to have Mohammed Al-Khalili, co-founder and COO, Chief Operating Officer at BRR Technology, to give us some tips on how to work with interns effectively. Muhammad is one of our great partners. He's been working with us side by side for some time now, and he has proven that he some of the he worked effectively with interns. So maybe Muhammad, you can start by telling us a little bit about yourself and about your expertise.
Hi everyone, thank you Mugdad. My name is Mohammed and started my first degree from university was 20 years ago in business management, and I was specialized in hotel management. So I worked in the hospitality for probably 4 or 5 years, and then I moved more into the supply chain and logistics in the career. So I changed careers. I started working when I moved to Australia, and more into importing, distributing, and 2011, 12, was working in Thailand on one of our projects for one of our products where we used to distribute it there in the Thai market. And I got to meet some of IT businesses, and they were trying to promote some of these services to our company. And I was interested in the actual integration between the supply chain and the IT businesses. Then I started basically taking some courses here and there, trying to learn more about the IT related products that we can use, and start my first business that was focusing into AR, augmented reality, and image recognition back in 2003. And we did some work in Thailand with a Thai company, and after that we just stayed focused on the supply chain businesses related products. So it's more about developing some of these softwares for logistics. It was simple, but things kept moving, and then because of that integration, then I moved to Malaysia, started to do some products there, and finally we started BRR Technology. So this is around 2.5 years ago, and then in Malaysia, then I registered here in Australia, and since then I'm really focusing just in Australia. So moving forward directly to the interns and how they really helped us just stay in the business. So what happened is usually we would have this struggle, let's say, to expand the business, try different things because of the fund, and because we start to have some of the interns with us, then BRR Technology is still operating till now, even with the recent situations that we're all aware of in that affecting all the businesses. So I know I jumped directly to that point, but I just wanted to say that BRR technology now is focusing on developing different products, so IT related, all the website development, digitalizing offices, etc. But we also develop products, so smart products that has all the features that could be a big thing in the future, um, which is we still in let's say early to mid stages on developing these products. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Mohammed. You had a very exciting and adventurous journey between changing careers, changing businesses, and starting different types of businesses. Um, I think you mentioned an important point about learning, which that's why, because it's directly related to our discussions today. Interns are in a workplace to learn. They are there to learn something, gain something. We notice from our experience that the interns that are proactive and they are always asking for something new to do. They are asking questions about what to do about a certain task. How they are always trying to learn something new. And you mentioned that you, as an entrepreneur, at different stages where you are still learning, you are taking courses, you are trying to learn different things from different industries, supply chain management, technology. So I want to ask about your experience with interns. How do you feel about, like, can you tell us about what was your experience in between the interns that were not proactive, the ones that were just taking instructions and doing their work, compared to the ones that are always asking, that are curious, they want to learn something new? Can you do some sort of a comparison? Because this is very practical from your own experience on how did you observe their performance during the internship, these two types of interns, and how did you find the results at the end of the internships? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about these two types of interns?
Sure. Now, to be honest, I'm not really preparing exact documents or this sort of I don't know. I find it maybe boring just to one, two, three, and I will just start to read from a paper or something. So I'll just
Yeah,
tell you my different experiences, different thoughts that I will have. If I miss anything or there's any more important points you want me to talk about, please just redirect me to the
this
focus.
is actually better because we want these conversations to be open conversations, natural. We're not planning to have like certain,
Okay.
agenda or something. We want to get your real experience from real life. You
Yes.
worked with interns in your own business, and that's what. Nice coffee cup, Mohammed.
So this is important, to get the conversation flowing.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so let's start with the first when I first start to work with interns. Um, so I did run different businesses here and there. Some of them lasted for 3-4 years. Some of them were just very short term. Um, I had an idea that you could get someone to work with you now, and that to offer you some work, which we call the interns. So the internship, someone can come to the company, sit with us, do different things, maybe the experience, maybe lack of long experience, maybe just getting started in certain businesses. It was always stopping me, or sometimes stopping me from getting this idea that okay, someone might come. How would I have time for this person? Other things, maybe would this person be holding some of our looking at our internal operation, um, different thoughts really. If I would have two interns. Would these two interns work together, or would this maybe make us slow down? So I remember the first time I had one intern. She came just to do a paperwork, and that was very smooth. That was very good experience. Then I had that the idea changed, that okay, I can get someone to work with us. It's just as simple as someone taking some of the work, and then this person can always, even if you would give them, for example, the tasks, 10 tasks or 8 tasks, and there's only 3 has been done, it means you got 3 out of your load of work. So moving forward, then we start to get intense, especially in the industries where it is related to engineering, IT, business analysis. Business analysis. It's amazing how much. Like I personally still, like, just this year I finished a master degree in supply chain management, and I studied some of these data analytics, business analytics related courses. So as I said, I just try to take different courses here and there, and try to keep learning. Now it's amazing how much is still there, and how much is still happening. So imagine that my first degree that I got 20 years ago, in how many new information, or how much new information that's it's like improved now, or it's in the market, or new softwares, new a lot of things. It's very hard to keep up with everything. So I was talking about this data analytics. So we were developing this product called Smart Recycling Bin. It's just simply a recycling bin that becomes smart by adding microcontrollers, sensors. It can read how much we recycle, and it's integrated with a system to show the households how much they recycle. Basically, try to motivate people to recycle more. We got an environmental engineering intern with us. He opened a whole new concept of understanding what we're talking about. I was looking at what is the business, how we can sell it, what's our market. Okay, I really want only someone, an intern, to be from marketing maybe background, to help our marketing team with some of tasks. I end up getting a whole new concepts on what we can do now. Marketing, environmental engineering, as I said, it was not really into my mind. I mean, I do care about environment, and that's why I was focusing in building and work on this project or this product. But we got to learn a lot of things. Now we not only focus on recycling, we start focusing on what material basically we want to use. And takes me to another subject, how I got all of this team working together. I got the environmental engineering, or environmental engineer, working with the product design, the product designer, together to basically find the good balance between the design and the material that we are using. In the same time, the marketing intern, he was looking at the points that we're going to focus on, or the campaign, or what basically they're going to use to market the product, using the actual concept of environmentally friendly even product. So, and the other, like the data analysis, she was providing us with products to focus on a different area than the area that we were looking at, because it basically the product were to work in houses, not in a buildings, just the way we design it, so it can basically collect to recycle what. So we really had to shift the area. So rather than going to specific, or this council, we went to another one. So really, I would then be able to do all of this I mean, you would, but if you would hire all of this expertise, you spend time when you hire them. You
This
spend
is R&D. So you're talking about projects in the research and phase.
development.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So yes, it helps saving financially. All these fresh ideas. You get all these
So
fresh ideas.
innovation, coming up new with new ideas, like what you mentioned about environmental engineering.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
So this is really my experience. That the points that I mean, I can remember now, or I can think about in terms of how did we start working and how we get them to work together. And as I said, I'm not preparing a paper now. Now I'm going to get back. I think your question were exactly. Some of them were asking more questions.
Yes. Yeah.
Some, yes. Now
Yeah.
it's correct. Now I did say yes. They all come together. We did have some challenges. It's true. And for example, some of them, you might give them a task, it's very new, they're not working, they didn't have any work experience, their personality maybe not everyone the same. um, they're not really moving forward with the task. They want someone to sit with them. You feel like you again, like you are lecturing them. And this is basically not the point, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it happens. Now, at the beginning, I thought it's very like demotivating, you know, like why would you spend that much time with paper, someone to do? But I got this thing. Basically, I got another intern that I found them more motivated, and then
Mm.
they really know what the other person is asking, maybe more than me, because I'm thinking about the holistic picture. I want to see the project moving, and I have a lot of other things to do, you know, running the business.
Yeah.
So I found that some of these interns were able basically to themselves, after being with us for maybe only 4 or 5 weeks, to modify maybe the tasks. So what I want to say, I want to be fair. Maybe sometimes the way that I was delivering the task was too professional, maybe for very fresh, like not even graduate, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened? This intern might be in their last year, might be doing their master degree, so already graduated, have 1 year experience, 2 years. They help basically pass the idea and then re-deliver it to the that intern. So generally speaking, it works. Some cases, no, I had to basically change the requirements or the tasks. So I would just maybe ask the person to do some research. Some students are more motivated or more skilled as a student, so really they can help just doing research, but not really applying anything. They're still in that mood. So that's still fine. I don't know, some, if I talk about some um, funny things that happens, for example, at the beginning I was you know, maybe not happy about, you send message or you send an email and you don't get the students like replying to you or the intern.
Mm.
So you try to send again, and then they send it to you for, there's no, for example, a professional signature, there's nothing, the language, etc. But I figure out, of course, at some stage, probably we all start like this. So we learn.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
thought, when I start the internship, rather than just sit with an electrical engineer and tell them exactly what I want to design this board, like what features I want in this specific board or product, I would spend really 3 to 5 days, of course, telling them that's part of the requirements when we get anyone in the office, like telling them about all of this health and safety, etc., regulations, whatever we follow, the internal system that we use. But then I moved to other things as well, just telling them more about why we're building this product. So I got them into the business mode as well. So they think why I'm building this rather than only technical, why I build it. So
Mm.
that will bring their the new ideas that they have. And
Yeah.
and telling them a bit about time management.
Yeah.
And we at probably different companies have different model, but for us, what we do before now we take any intern, we tell them we will ask you to build your tasks. So tell me what you can do, and let's get all of this energy from you and tell me what you want to do. Now you will tell me what you want to do and what you can do, because maybe there's something I'm not sure about that you learned, and you might. So go ahead and suggest, etc. I might take some water.
Great. um, Mohammed, this is this. I'd like to discuss this point, which you mentioned. I think is very effective on explaining to the interns why you're doing the job. This is from my own experience as well, because you know, actually, most of our staff in Sydney, our consultants have started as interns. So we've got good experience working with interns. I also found that if I explain to them the reasons why we are doing this, they are more motivated to do the task. They are more innovative and they can do things faster and more effectively, and they are enjoying it more because they know the purpose of this project. What are we trying to achieve? Well, if you just tell them, do one, two, three, and that's it, and you don't explain the reason why you are doing this, why this project, why this task, uh, they might go about it mechanically, but they cannot be innovative. They cannot do it faster. It's just not, it's different. So it's very important, although yes, this requires a little bit, just maybe a few more minutes of the entrepreneurs or the business manager time to explain the reasons why we are doing this, but it can bring great results and it's more enjoyable for everyone, and it's more effective to get the results. So this is a very important one, I think you mentioned. Uh, Another thing that you mentioned about things like, I think you explained about work health and safety, office, etc. So brings another point to my mind that I actually wanted to ask you about, which is also another comparison maybe. What are your thoughts on, your experience? You can comment on experience with working with interns remotely, working online with them. Uh, was it effective for your company? And what are the procedures, the tools that you used? And maybe you can tell us about your experience with working with interns remotely.
Mhm. Okay, well, we almost move all the or 90% of the work remotely. So we still do meet sometimes to get some of the products tested. So I like to see some of these interns, and things are getting better. Like already a few months ago, they eased the restrictions, etc. So because of the safety of everyone is the most important, uh, we were um, changing almost the model to be online. However, we did before the COVID-19 situation, we did work with some interns online, so from another state. So not many, but we consider some of the interns just because of the I think the nature of work that can be done online. So I tried it before and it works. Um, the challenge is making sure that the intern really aware of the time management, um, or developing that time management skills quickly. Um, some interns, of course, they really have a very high. Uh, they're really professional, like. So that's something normal with individuals. They have different strengths and weaknesses. So um, the I think we start using the CareerDC dot online, the project management platform. Yes. So I was about to say we're using project management platform, and the there are, of course, very advanced options. At this stage, when you have an intern, it just you don't use all these options. So pay for this like a project management online was not very effective to pay for this for some of these project management platforms. But now, thanks for CareerDC, you provided us with the project management, simple, easy to use. I think you still accept any of our requests to change some of the
Yeah,
uh,
we're still
points.
improving it, and we always want the host companies to give us some feedback, because it's we will continue improving it based on the user experience on both the interns and
Yeah.
the host companies.
Mm. And I can imagine like any product, because we do develop products. It's very hard to make everyone maybe happy, but generally speaking, getting into a project management platform, putting the tasks there, will create sort of responsibility from that interns that I have to go there, and then someone is seeing my work. So you don't actually see them live, and no need to sit there and just watch someone. But it's one of the important tools to use. Make sure that there is the platform is there, the tasks are there, so to make sure that the interns are working on their tasks within a certain time frame, and so on. The other thing is getting that person to person or face to face meeting, and getting to understand that person, getting to see that person. We as a company, we start to develop that skill as well. So it's I
So
think
video meeting, online
we
video meetings.
yes, yes. So of course, for us before, it was different. When I meet someone, I would see what time they like arrive, and I would know that the person commute and came on time or not. Now everyone on time, so you can't just judge anymore about this thing. Everyone on time because it's just online, generally speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
So the other things, the way they behave, all of these things, of course, it's changed now. So this is one of the things that we I think learn, but it's not hard because big companies, around the world, we all move to online,
Yeah.
and that's another subject. But I think we will continue to operate online for a lot of tasks.
How did you engage them? So the interns are young. They are doing the internships online. So I'm talking about the remote internships.
Yes.
And they are still new to the business. They are still learning your business model, your products. Uh, how did you keep them engaged in the tasks and the projects you got them to work on?
Okay. So as I said, we
Like, how did you keep them motivated and engaged in their work?
we do of course we do meet online. So we have for us we have a, a set times that we meet during the week. So
Okay, so you have a
that's
set time, so you know that everyone will be there. That works and for all time zones, regardless of their location.
exactly, yeah. So that's one thing. Second thing, we do use other social media platforms. So or even like Skype, for example. We have a group on Skype for
Mm.
engineers. So that group people go, and even I encourage them to check. Like, oh, hey guys, I heard there's something happening now in Tasmania or in Perth. How is it going? Are you going outside? I was keeping asking the interns. I have a couple of them in Victoria. When the lockdown was there, I was asking them. I said, "Hey, we expect you to do more. You are just at home." So we try to get them always to feel that they're really with us. And
So they
I
feel
think
that they are part of your team, really.
exactly,
Mm.
yeah. So I think your question is about how to get them engaged. I believe it's not always about get them to do that task or do that work done. I like to make them feel like they are part of that team. This
Mm.
is your place for now. You are here today. You might
So you make them feel responsible. accountable for their work.
Exactly. Yes. So
And
that's
then when they take this charge of the work, they will do even better because they feel,
yes.
okay, this is their responsibility. Because, Muhammad, the interns, they are students, they are young, they want to do something, I noticed. Some companies are afraid of giving them the responsibility, and but they are there to learn. They are there by choice. They're not forced to work. They're just doing this as a work experience. They want to get, so it's their choice. They want to do this. So I noticed that if you give them a responsibility, they feel they are part of the team. They are part of something. They are in charge. They can do better, and they will learn more. So it's better for them and better for the host organization.
Exactly. Yes.
Mm. Okay, Muhammad, I don't want to take too much of your time because I know that you are very busy. I think the advices that you've given are very valuable. I maybe ask you the last question is if you are to give three advices to host organizations, the entrepreneurs, managers that are hesitant about taking interns, what would be the three major advices that you would give them based on your experience on how to work with interns?
Um, so if you worry about getting someone into your business, start with less maybe um, critical tasks that you might have. Get
Mhm.
someone, let them just do some of the paperwork, okay, and then look at the financial even impact. Think about it this way, like okay, I'm getting this one. They will do one, two, three. It wouldn't affect us. Let's try. So this is just in terms of how to get them. Always, I think, get the intern to feel they are part of that team, not only for 3 months. Don't overpromise them. I don't promise the interns that I'm gonna keep them. I tell all of them like what's happening. They know what's happening in the industries and everything. But I always tell them we are here. We're gonna be your reference later as well. So try to give your best. If you have challenges, tell us. So be open with them. When you work with them, let them feel they are part of this team. Not only just you are here and then the others are full-time employees, they are the company,
Mm.
but you're just someone here, you're getting some work and then so yeah, and the other thing maybe just be very um, I don't know, open with them. Just let them do the work. Probably the point you just mentioned. Give them some work. You will be amazed of how much energy they have. They yeah. Using the project management platforms and yeah, so there's a few
So
things
this
there.
is a good procedure. So first, give them something simple to begin with, so just to familiarize themselves with the company. Two, make them be part of the team and be open with them. Three, start giving them responsibilities, more important tasks, and let them do the work.
Yes.
Excellent. Mohammed, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. We hope to be able to have other sessions with you in the future with coffee.
Thank you, and thanks for having me and for all the work you guys do while providing us with the good quality interns. Thank you, CareerDC, and thank you, Muqdad.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Thanks.
Thanks a
Bye
lot.
bye.